Secrets by Marie Hederick Brown. Read for LibriVox.org by Riley. July roses wet with rain tap against the window pane. There is something they would seek, had they voices and could speak. Silence seals their crimson lips, and the dull rain drops and drips. The other side the streaming glass stands a little sad-eyed lass. There is something she would seek, but a maiden may not speak. Silence seals her longing lips, and the dull rain drops and drips. And salt tears and showers stain her side of the window pane. And the crimson roses grow, pale as dreams dreamt long ago. Hearts may break behind sealed lips, and the dull rain drops and drips. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain.
Revealed Not Spoken by Mary Hederick Brown. Read for LibriVox.org by Emmy Krantz. The little maiden that I love I met in yonder lane. A flood of sunshine seemed to fall around her as she came. Methought the very hedgerows took a tender, livelier green, and blossoms burst from every bud as she passed on between. And gladder, madder, merrier notes a skylark round him threw, as high above her golden head he poised amid the blue. I meant to tell her all my heart, and yet I know not why, upon the threshold of my lips the story seemed to die. It might have been the witchery, the magic of her smile, that in a spell held all my soul, and kept me dumb the while. It might have been that all too pure for earth-born love seemed she. From her white height of maidenhood, how could she stoop to me? But eyes can prove more eloquent, and though the tongue may fail, in potent language they reveal the old, old tender tale. For placing her slim hand in mine, methought I heard my name, so softly murmurously breathed, I scarce knew whence it came. No need for words between us now, a subtle sweetness stole through all our being, and we felt that soul had answered soul. And with the sunshine in our hearts, the birdsong in our ears, we left the lane, my love and I, to meet the coming years. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain. Buried Treasures by Mary Hederick Brown. Read for LibriVox.org by Emmy Krantz. 'Tis true my later years are blessed with all that riches can bestow, but there is wealth cannot buy, hid in the minds of long ago. Their jealous guard does memory keep, yet sometimes when I dream alone, she comes and takes my hand in hers, and shows me what was once my own. I revel among such precious things, I count my treasures o'er and o'er. I learn the worth of some whose worth, ah me, I never knew before. And then all slowly fades away, and I return to things you know, with empty hands and tear-filled eyes, back from the minds of long ago. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain. Affinity by Mary Hederick Brown. Read for LibriVox.org by Emmy Krantz. But little converse have we held, our hands have scarcely ever met. With just a formal word or two, you come and go, and yet, I have a dream we two were one, ere garb of flesh these spirits wore. The soul that speaks within your eyes tells mine they've met and loved before. And so I am content to wait, knowing the day will surely dawn, when, as the first man woke, you'll wake from your soul sleep, and looking on my face will know that I am she, your Eve, your other self, your fate. Till then, come weal or woe, I am content to wait. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain. My House is Left Unto Me Desolate by Mary Hedderwick Brown. Read for LibriVox.org by Emmy Krantz. A little while, you say, a little while, and I shall be where my beloved are. And with your eyes aglow with faith, you say, thy dear ones have not journeyed very far. Not very far, I say it o'er and o'er, till on mine ear mine own voice strangely falls, like some mechanic utterance that repeats a meaningless refrain to empty walls. Not very far, but measured by my grief, a distance measureless as my despair, when from the dreams that give them back to me, I wake to find that they have journeyed there. Not very far, the soul surmises, hopes, has hoped surmising since the first man slept, but oh, the heart it knoweth its own loss, and death is death, as 'twas when Rachel wept. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain.
An Old Man's Dream by Marie Hedrick Brown. Read for LibriVox.org by Larry Wilson. With idle hands and misty eyes, I sit alone tonight and dream. Upon the hearth, like elfin sprites, the red flames dance and twist and gleam. A dimness gathers in my room. The pictured faces on the wall, pale, and o'er each familiar thing a strangeness slowly seems to fall. With noiseless step there comes to me one whom I loved in days gone by. The same as she, unchanged by time. Unchanged, but oh, how changed am I! Her hair, which long, long years ago was like spun threads of living gold, still clusters round a brow that wears immortal youth, and I am old. No look of recognition lights her eyes that meet mine o'er and o'er. And yet she loved me once, and love, I know, is love for evermore. She looks around in anxious quest. I think I know for whom she seeks. She only sees a strange old man, with snow-white hair and wrinkled cheeks. And then, like wings of birds that preen for flight, a soft stir moves the air. It is the whisper of her gown. She goes to look for me elsewhere. A sudden glory fills my eyes. It is the firelight's ruddy gleam. Thank God she did not pass me by. I only saw her in a dream. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain.
A Summer Wooing by Mary Hedderwick Brown. Read for LibriVox.org by Emmy Krantz. Up and away, up and away. The hedgerows are foaming with blossoms today. Its bonfires the golden gauze lights on the hill, and the wanton winds wooing wherever it will. Up and away, up and away. The cuckoo's name rings through the woodlands today. The warm blood of summer runs rioting through the veins of each leaflet, then why not of you? Up and away, up and away. There's passion and poetry stirring today. Half blinded with rapture, the heavy bees start from the lily's white breast to the rose's red heart. Up and away, up and away. The old world's begun a fresh courting today. I wooed you all winter, but found you as cold as the snowdrift that gleamed on the ridge of the wold. Up and away, up and away. Your eyes tell me yes, though your lips say me nay. The tears so long frostbound are ready to flow, and she melts in my arms, my proud maiden of snow. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain.
Wee Elsie by Mary Hedderwick Brown. Read for LibriVox.org by Alan Mapstone. Oh, ours the bonny wee bit lassie, as e'er out Kent, not ane surpasses my Elsie. And oh, she has sic dainty ways, old farrant as she does and says. Just watch the bairnie as she plays at Mither, dressed in Mither's clays. Like 12 sweet rosebuds on a stalk, her lips part in her guileless talk. She holds a key that would unlock your heart weren't hard as granite rock. Say fearless after een own blue, they seem to look ye through and through. But though so brave and frank and true, wi' happy fun they're brimmin' full. Adown her shoulders floats her hair, sae long, sae silken, and sae fair. In truth it seems a verra snare that's caught and kept a sunbeam there. But better far those graces meet around a nature just as sweet. Methinks the bairnie is complete, frae wise we heed tae willing feet. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain. Bide wi' Mither by Mary Hedderwick Brown. Read for LibriVox.org by Alan Mapstone. Oh, bide a wee, my bonny lass, nor seek to leave the old hame nest. Of all earth's loves ye yet will find, a mither's highest is, and best. She watched you like a rose unfold, she reads you like an open book. You scarce need speak, she is sae quick to understand your every look. And hand that I fan time to pat the wee bit face sae half turned up, for mither's kiss has work it late and early for your bite and sup. And oh, it was a struggle sair to make twa unco scrimp ends meet. In her first days o' widowhood, she scarce could spare the time to greet. Oh, dinna leave her yet a while, the laddie's young and he can wait. There was a time when you were wee, she micht ha' had another mate. But she was fair he michtna be as good the feyther you had lost, and though she could hae booked her ease, she wouldna dare it at the cost. And now she's old and growing frail, your strong young arm should be her stay. Life's doonward sloop is hard enough, be yours the hand to smooth the way. Oh, bide wi' her, and you will find that duty done brings sweet reward. The Master Christ pleased nae himself, although he was creation's Lord. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain.
Child Angels by Marie Hederick Brown. Read for LibriVox.org by Riley. Oh, there are happy angels that go on missions sweet. They have no wings to bear them, just little human feet. When I had grown aweary and all my faith was dim, 'twas one of them that led me and brought me back to him. When tween you and a loved one there lay a widening breach, and you were coldly drifting beyond each other's reach. A child's hand 'twas that bridged it, a child's soft rosy palm held both your souls united, and life grew sweet and calm. When sorrows closely gathered and heart and head were bowed, the blue eyes of a baby made rifts in pain's dark cloud. Oh, happy earth-born angels who go on missions sweet, if ye had wings to bear you instead of little feet, I fear me ye would use them, although ye love us much, to soar to him who tells us his kingdom is of such. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain.